What is up, console superstars, and how are you all doing today? I'm hoping you guys are all having, if not going to have, a fantastic day and night. It is time to continue our Alex Rodriguez farewell tour player lock-in, and it's the top of the first. We have a runner on first base, which is Brett Gardner. We get a sinker that's a little bit too inside. A-Rod is entering play with 712 career home runs. Right now, all we're trying to do is move Brett Gardner up to second base, maybe even third with a double. And that's all we have to focus on. The pitch comes and we hit a sharp line drive to the second baseman, in which he fields and turns the double play to retire the sides. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the pitcher right there. Masahiro Tanaka is on the mound for us. Eduardo Nunez is now hitting in the bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 count. Masahiro Tanaka already has 33 pitches, and A-Rod is about to show you guys that he still has the leather. It's actually a bunt, and will Masahiro Tanaka be able to gun him out? It's a pretty close play, but the umpire calls him safe, and he has a base hit right there on a bunt. So a pretty well executed bunt. A-Rod was not playing in at all because I was not expecting him to bunt at all, honestly. And now Oswaldo Arcia is now hitting. Miguel Sano previously hit, and he extended his hitting streak to about 8 games. It's a full count now, and we could have dove for it, but I decided not to. Now I have to be the cutoff man. They're gonna go home with it. I'm actually gonna stop the throw, or at least I tried to stop the throw, but unfortunately I was not able to. If I would have stopped the throw, I probably would have been able to tag Miguel Sano right there at third base, but unfortunately, because I did not, I was unable to tag Miguel Sano out. And now all we're trying to do right here is turn the double play. Hopefully he is not bunting. He hits a ground ball right to me. I turn it instantly, and Castro turns the double play. So we are out of this inning with just allowing 2 runs to score. So missing Miguel Sano really did not come into affect us in that inning. But let's just hope we can make up for it with the bat regardless. And it's an 0-0 count, 31 pitches so far, runner on first base, and it's a sinker a little bit too low. Let's see the type of pitches he throws. He throws 2 fastballs, 2 off speeds, and a sinker as well. So we can pretty much expect anything right there. We got a fastball, I believe, or maybe an off-speed pitch, and it's hit pretty well. It hits off the fence, and whoever was running on first actually took some caution and ran halfway, and then decided to actually run to third base. So A-Rod seems to be breaking out of his slump. That was probably an off-speed pitch. I could not predict whether it was or not, but we hit a double and we moved the runners over, and that is all we could have asked for. So runners on second and third, 2-2 count. All Mark Teixeira really has to do is hit a single. Anything more than that is greatly appreciated, but he cannot strike out. The pitch comes and he actually strikes out. So there is 1 out now in the inning, and now hitting is Carlos Beltran with the 2-2 count as well. He is a very hot hitter, and in the Yankees still he is a hot hitter as of today, but not as of today in real life, because he no longer plays for the Yankees in real life, but instead with the Rangers, and the third baseman threw the ball to first base. So we decided to freeze on second base and then run over to third. So now the game is 1-2, and a single will definitely score in Alex Rodriguez. So that's all Brian McCann has to really do over here. The pitch comes, and it's a line drive up the middle. That is a base hit and definitely scores A-Rod. I don't know now if he would have scored if he was on second base, but I want to say that he most likely would have scored, but we never know. So now the Yankees are leading 3-2, runner on second base. There are 2 outs, 52 pitches so far, and A-Rod is just looking for a good pitch to hit right now, wherever it is, and it's an outside pitch. It's a sinker. It is still the same starting pitcher, and he only has 53 pitches so far in this game in the top of the 5th. So he is definitely watching his pitch count. The next pitch comes. It's another sinker, this time right down the middle, but we were just very late. Therefore, we hit a foul ball down the right field line, and it's a 1-1 count. We are expecting to get something to hit this at bat, and he throws a 4-seamer, a little bit too outside for us to chase. We're just trying to get something inside the strike zone that we can definitely drive. and I'm pretty sure if he throws us another sinker, we are definitely going to be able to drive that ball. The pitch comes and it's a sinker, and we hit it up to the shortstop. Eduardo Nunez is there to make the final out, so unfortunately we did not get the job done, as we did not drive in whoever was on second base. Eduardo Nunez is now hitting, and I'm going to play him a little bit closer just because we do know that he did bunt last time, and this time he hits a ground ball straight to A-Rod. A-Rod throws it to Castro, and it's a double play without a problem. So 2 outs so far in this inning, and let's see if he gets another opportunity to field. He does not. He is instead hitting now with a runner on first, which is Brett Gardner, and it's an 0-0 count, and Brett Gardner needs to be careful because we all know very well that he has been picked off numerous times whenever A-Rod is actually hitting. So Brett Gardner just needs to stay alert and not take such a big lead. The pitch comes and it's a fastball, and we hit it up the middle, but it seems like Eduardo Nunez was already playing pretty close to the bag, as he was playing double play death, and he basically was able to get the double play without a problem. So unfortunately A-Rod did not do much, but without further ado, let's go on to game number 2. Alright guys, so time for game number 2. A-Rod has been 3 for 22 in the last couple of games. I think that was 6 games, so he definitely needs to wake up now before it gets too late. He gets a 4-seamer high and he goes after it, and he was just a tad late. So his swing timing, I don't think that's the problem. The only problem is he's been hitting the ball pretty hard, but it has been right at outfielders. So there's not much that A-Rod can do about that. So he has swung at 2 high fastballs that were definitely not near the strike zone. And let's see what that pitch is going to be. And I'm pretty sure that was an off-speed pitch, maybe a slider that he went after. And he was actually very early on. So he still has an 0-2 count. They're probably going to try to waste a pitch, so we're definitely not going to go out there looking to swing. He throws a 4-seamer. I was not really expecting a 4-seamer here. Maybe another off-speed pitch, but he decided to go with the hard stuff. He throws another slider inside the strike zone, and that is not going to catch A-Rod. A-Rod is an experienced hitter just looking to get a good pitch to hit in a 1-2 count. Maybe a pitcher's mistake. He gets another slider, this time a little bit high, and he is very late instead of very early, so he spoils the slider. It's still a 1-2 count. The pitch comes and he did not go, and the umpire agrees with me. A-Rod did not go, so it's a 2-2 count right now. That was a slider, and there are 7 pitches so far thrown in this at bat, so A-Rod is definitely putting up the fight. There goes a 4-seamer, and he throws and he hits it right to the shortstop. So that is one of the things that A-Rod has been doing constantly the past few games, is just hitting ground balls to the shortstop. If any of you guys have been watching this consistently, could you guys tell me how many ground balls has he hit to the shortstop in the previous 6 games? So there were 8 pitches thrown in that last at bat, and definitely he made Ervin Santana earn that ground out, and this time A-Rod hits a home run. So finally he snaps out of it. Home run number 713 for A-Rod, 1 away from tying Babe Ruth, and I'm going to guess that is 377, so I'm going to guess 386, and let's see if I get it right. The home run number is 379, so it was only 2 feet away from the fence, and it might have been just that because it was a pretty hard hit line drive. So let's see where the ball comes. It's a pretty hard hit line drive. He just smacks it, and let's see where it goes. It goes just above the fence. So yeah, it most likely was something like 379. Now he has a 2-run home run. He is 1 for 2. Ervin Santana is still in the game, and the slider is his best pitch, but he is just looking for a pitch to hit right now. A-Rod gets a slider and he clobbers it up into the sky, and it is right to the center fielder. And this is another spot that A-Rod is very familiar in hitting the ball to. It's just hitting very deep flyouts to center field. And if he just hits them towards left field in general, I think he has a good chance of probably knocking out every single pitch out of the stadium. But since he is just right on the pitch, he is unable to do that. And he gets an off-speed pitch, which he turns on instantly and hits a single in between third base and the shortstop. So he is 2 for 4, and this is probably his first 2-hit game in a while. And he is just hoping for maybe one more at-bat in the top of the 9th to make this a 3-hit game and maybe a 2-homer game, so he can, and a diving play by the first baseman just interrupted everything I wanted to say. And Eduardo Nunez ends up actually holding on to the ball. So Joe Mauer had an excellent play right there to try and get 2, but instead he just gets the lead runner. Now 5-1, A-Rod is getting this one more at bat that he wished for, and let's see if he can do anything with it. The pitch comes, it's a 4-seamer that he absolutely crushes, and it just goes foul. So that output speed was 92 miles per hour, so it definitely wasn't hit the hardest, but still hit very well in my opinion, and probably would have been out of here if he caught it at the correct time and moment, as that was actually good swing time. And let's see the second pitch of the at bat. It comes in and it's a slider nowhere near the strike zone, so Alex Rodriguez actually goes out and chases the slider outside of the strike zone. 0-2 count now. Let's see what they are working with. The pitch comes and it's a high fastball that A-Rod does not chase at 95 miles per hour. So 1-2 count now for A-Rod. Brett Gardner is taking a bigger lead, so maybe trying to distract the pitcher a little bit. It's a slider outside, so A-Rod is working now his way back into the count. So it's a 2-2 count. The pitcher is no longer lifting his leg except for that pitch right there, and we get a 4-seamer right down the middle. We drop the zone, and we end up just foul tipping the ball. So that was a 4-seamer. There has been 5 pitches this at bat so far. The next pitch comes and it's a scurve or a sweeping curve ball that we just swing over. So unfortunately, we were unable to capitalize with the runner on first base. But with this, we end the episode. So if you guys enjoyed the gameplay and commentary, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to join the Console Superstars already, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join them. And as always, guys, have a great day and night. Stay positive, keep on grinding, keep on smiling, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out, Console Superstars.